Hey everybody, Custom Mike's here, and we are out in the desert. It is 100 and what did you say? 121.9, and we are at Mab Motors, where they're filming the TV show Angel's Garage.
Hey everybody.
Then you got Mark and Angela, and we're in their happy little office. And yes, I filmed that on purpose that way. They even offered to do it, but. And they've done some incredible stuff, and we just did an interview earlier today, which was a load of fun, and we were in their air-conditioned office to get a little bit of a break and some fluids on board before we step out into the moderate 121.9.
It's a dry heat.
It's a dry heat.
Just remember,
right.
it's a dry
heat here in California.
No worries.
Yeah. So there's some cool models, too.
You know, these I had built when I was younger.
Uh-huh.
These are some of the first model car kits that I did, and you could do them any different way, right?
Yeah.
And I put the motor in there, all that good stuff. Yeah. Glue doesn't hold up like it used to.
Well, not in 121-degree heat.
Right. But this was how I got started, was learning about cars through model kits.
Isn't it amazing how many of us started there?
It is. It is. Even when I was in the Cub Scouts, Boy Scouts, we used to have what they call the little pine cars, the pine derby cars.
Yep.
And so this was one of the very first car that I ever built. This was it.
It even got a windshield in it. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Used Mom's little sewing needles. Got in a little trouble for that one, like you said. But, you know, you got to do what you got to do when you're building a car, right?
Yep.
And it starts from an early age.
Yep.
So this was one of the first ones that I had built. And it didn't win the race. It didn't win the event. But it won it in my eyes because I built it. And so it was cool.
The pride of seeing it rolling down that ramp is an important moment. You know?
That's right. That's right.
Especially when you think about it, it started with a piece of wood.
Yes.
You know?
Yes, exactly. And then we also have old school carburetors. I like to find old carburetors and take them all apart and start redoing things as I can. This carburetor here and this carburetor here were actually pulled out of the dirt. People had been walking over them for years and years and years.
No kidding.
And the older gentleman that was there says, you know, if you want those two carburetors, you're the only two, you know, that are left around here.
Yeah.
And he said people have just walked over these for years, didn't have any interest in them. Wow. And so this one came off of a 64 390 motor. Okay. And this one here is kind of unique. This one is Autolite 4100 carburetor that came off of Mercury Caliente.
Oh, no kidding. Canadian.
And it's a K code. So this is a very, very rare carburetor right here. And it's all been redone. It's been sitting for a little while. Yeah. But it has all your numbers on there. And this was a very rare carburetor made especially for the high performance 289. And it has the 112 Venturi size. Most of the time you'll find these carburetors, everybody thinks that for the hypo, they automatically all had a mechanical choke. Incorrect. The Mercuries and the Comet Calientes had a heated choke design. So be careful in saying that always this way or always that way. There's always an exception to every rule.
Very true. Then people custom ordered stuff too.
Yes, exactly. Back then you could order things like that, and you could custom order your car. There wasn't just 2 or 3 options. No. There was a whole list, and you were the individual that was making that. What we have up here, we like to get old parts anywhere we can, right? So this came from Holley Carburetors.
Oh wow, look at that old logo.
Way back in the day, and this was their list number 4613. Now, when you call Holley, they tell you that this carburetor has never been built, never been manufactured. However,
there it is.
Here it is. Wow. Never been installed on a vehicle. This was the sample layout model for the auto shows back in the day.
Wow.
Now what makes this carburetor rare, is this was being designed at Holley for the purpose of 427, 435, 69 Corvettes. with California emissions. Here you go. So if you want your emissions back on in California, I've got your carb.
That's the biggest downer of the day, California emissions. Wow.
So we like to find old parts wherever we can, whenever we can.
Yeah,
we even have the old bottles of chassis lube, still filled, still in there.
You know, I had a whole box of some really cool stuff, and I was hoarding them, and then they decided to not hold them anymore, and then it started leaking, and oh, what a mess it was.
Oh gosh, yeah. And so this is a little bit about what we do here. We like to save your old parts. These are original exhaust tips off of a '69 Mach 1.
Wow.
You know, they run from the '67 GT Mustangs too, but these are original, and you can tell by the rolls.
Yeah.
The roll in the pipe there. These are getting so hard to find. You really can't find these, and they're so much better than the aftermarket stuff nowadays.
Yeah.
Going to find your originals, pounding through the junkyards. I can't recommend it highly enough. It's you'll find all kinds of gold hidden in a junkyard.
Yeah. So you got a bunch of cool stuff here.
You got the old Nyhoff brake pads. I mean, just everything. Here's the old GM box here. Brand new W30 emblems, and these are for the convertible.
Yeah.
So it comes with all the attaching hardware, everything that you need. But these are the kind of things that we look for.
Yeah.
You know, some people would call that junk. Some people would throw it out. Not here.
People do a lot of weird things, you know.
Yes, they do. I guess we all do, though, at some point, don't we?
Yeah, we're going to go out there in a bit. Just be patient. It's just a lot of things to look at around here, you know?
Yeah.
Some of the cars you guys have done here, huh?
Yes, some here.
That's cool. Wall of Fame?
Kinda, yeah.
Kinda?
That is our Wall of Fame, yeah. We've got everybody up there. That's Mr. Corky Coker, Coker Tires, There's Alan Mullally from Ford.
Wow.
Right? We have Audio Push. We have Charlie Daniels. We have Billy Gibbons and Rusty from ZZ Top. Dusty, excuse me, yep. We have Eric Seitz from the Patti LaBelle Band.
Yeah.
Deadwood. This is Patti LaBelle here on stage. Another shot here on stage. This is Deadwood. Dan Doherty from Deadwood.
Yeah.
And Jesse Wilde from Deadwood. This is Joe Manizzo from Chicago Fire.
Oh, I saw that on was that episode 5 or 6 or something like that?
Yeah, from the Chicago Auto Show.
Yeah. Very cool.
These are some other cars that have been done. 65 GT Fastback. That went to a car raffle and displayed there in the dealer.
Yeah.
Art LeBeau. Glow-in-the-dark car.
Yeah, we're going to see that one, right?
Corvette at Felix. Yeah, we can see that one today.
Yeah?
We sure can.
Very cool.
I've got it out there.
So, what do you got in your hands there? Wow.
A little Rat Fink collectible. It's the '69 Ford Mustang.
Wow.
And it's actually a bank.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah. In the back of it, right back there, there's a little slot underneath the taillight or taillight panel there.
Yeah.
And you slip your coins into there.
Wow.
Right? And so that's pretty cool. A little limited edition Rat Fink. We're always into the cool stuff.
Awesome. All right, well, let's enter the...
Let's go out here.
Yeah, it's... Be careful when you open the door. You got that 121.9 out there.
Here we go. Here we go.
Woohoo.
Now,
a lot of Mustangs, huh?
Yeah, we've got Mustangs. We've got lots of Mustangs. And we've got the 41 Ford pickup that we're working on right now. This one is one that I've been trying to work on for years, but it's going to take a little bit more time to finish up. But my wife stole the heads off of my motor.
Oh, no.
Never leave your car unattended.
Well, there was a
She
need,
promised. She promised it wouldn't take this long to get them back on here. But I threw a 351 Cleveland in it.
Uh-huh.
And it's got a nitrous plate underneath there and all that good stuff. So this is going to be my little racer.
Your little Ricky Racer, huh?
Yeah.
It's a fastback, too.
Yes, sir.
Love the fastbacks.
I love the fastback. An original 4-speed car.
Yeah.
Original candy apple red, but as you can see, I like the purple. And so I had painted this purple on here back when I was, gosh, I say 16.
No kidding.
One of the first ones I ever did. But I didn't know about how to get dirt out of the paint job. So it was all painted, looked perfect, but it had the little specks of dirt. And I was very young at the time, and I didn't know, so strip it back down. And we're going to do it again. Something went wrong, but we'll do it again. We'll get it right, you know. But it had a little pearl in it. There was a custom mix of a purple pearl from PPG that the fellow mixed up there. You can see it a little better there. It starts to stand out. Yeah. But, yeah. I've always been just a little bit different. This was my first car.
First car, huh?
This was my very first car that I
Seven?
ever bought. 1968.
68, okay.
Yeah, yeah. It's a J code, so it's got the 302 4-barrel.
Okay.
3-to-1 rear end, C4 automatic trans. Originally came out of North Carolina, and so it's in very nice shape all the way around underneath it, and it still stands out pretty original. She's got a little, few dents and dings here over the years, but how many of us don't, right?
Well, my knees hurt, my feet hurt.
Yeah, you got it. She's had a one respray over the top of the original, and that's how I got it, right? Wow. But it's one of 234 that came out of the factory with cruise control for 1968. Yes, sir.
What about the red one?
The red one is my wife's car, Angela.
Is that where the heads went?
Yeah, well, no, that's the heads for the 41. The heads off of that one wound up on this one because this has got it doesn't look like it, but it's a 5-liter roller engine that's in it.
Oh, no kidding.
So, yeah, it's been tweaked out a little bit. Yeah, it's got a crane cam in it, and it's all roller on the inside. Is one of the early model roller 5.0 blocks. Okay. So, and threw the carburetor on it and made it